Hi everyone, just firstly want to say a massive thank you for everyone who's funded us in the last 24 hours. I only put the video up last night at midnight and the response so far has been really, really humbling, and I don't know what to say except a massive thank you. It's really, really incredible what you guys are doing, and it's because of you guys that this can carry on and that it's just going to get bigger, stronger, and hopefully more impressive, and hopefully will make even more of a difference. Just like to say also, I've got a job. I work 2 days a week at a friend's graphic design agency. So my 2 days a week in his graphic design studio pays for my rent. So everything you guys fund me through the PayPal button or through whichever means you can goes entirely towards the work I do on the videos, entirely towards the activism, completely towards trying to bring about the revolution, because I do think we will be the ones, we're the ones in this world now who will have to bring it about. I don't need to remind you guys about the scale of the problem we face in this world. Whether you go really into the esoteric spiritual side of things, or whether you just read mainstream media newspapers, I've always known you can know someone's spirit by their actions, not through their words, but by their actions. So whilst the politicians go around the world lying and talking about peace, they instill more war, more oppression, more poverty, more tyranny, especially on us in Great Britain now. It is turning into a police state, the very beginnings of one, which is one of the reasons why I started making the videos, to fight that. I believe the day of total resistance will come, but for now the best we can do is to be prepared, to not be scared, and to spread as much information, not just between ourselves, because we understand this, but between ourselves and the people who maybe need some help into understanding this. And I would just like to thank my flatmate Ian for 3 years ago introducing me to some knowledge about the world which I didn't have a look at before, because I used to just read the newspapers and believe a lot of the bullshit that I was told. Today is the first day of the swine flu vaccinations here in the UK. It's plastered all over the BBC website, and they are targeting the vulnerable first. And that's to make people believe that targeting the vulnerable will help the vulnerable. We also have the ramping up of the hysteria against Iran. We have Hillary Clinton traveling around Russia, the world, ramping up support, and the newspapers are now talking about Iran a lot more. The Nobel Prize winner Barack Obama, he's just announced 40,000 extra troops for Afghanistan, and it does look like Iran will be next. Someone very close to me, who I was lucky enough to fall in love with in the past, and who I'll always love, I guess, she has family in Iran, and I know how she would feel if any of her family members were injured in a bombing campaign which ends up killing a lot of people. And this is what our leaders do. But I'm not scared, you know. I wouldn't do what I do if I were scared of this. I would hide my face. I wouldn't publicly say the things I say. And the main thing, as I say, is that big business and big government have been working together for a long time, and they all need to be removed from power. Every single last person in the upper echelons of government in this country and in most governments around the world need to be removed from power. And it's people like you watching and myself that will make this happen. And we have to make it happen. I'm not scared of walking down the street. I'm not scared of police brutality. I'm not scared of something happening to me. If I get arrested, if I get rounded up, I know you guys would come and break me out, because I would do the same for you. So during the initial phases of the revolution, if you guys find yourselves arrested, just hold on, because you're not going to be in there for long. You're not. And I've gone through an angry phase, you know. I used to get very angry about the things I see. I spent 2 years angry at the injustices I see. But you go through the angry phase, and I know many of you have seen videos of me very angry, and thank you for bearing with me, because ultimately we all need to go through the angry phase, as the guy says in Network. first of all, you have to get mad. You have to slam your fist on the table and say, I'm a human being, God damn it. I will not take this anymore. But I'm very lucky, and it's so humbling because many people write messages of support and say I'm doing a great thing, but it's not me doing it, you know. It's I have to do this. I believe in it. I believe in it with all my being. And I wake up thinking about the revolution. I spend all day thinking about the revolution. I bore people by talking about how I think things are going to pan out. So it's not really me doing this. I've been lucky enough to know my destiny now for a while. But I have a deep sympathy and empathy for those still in the system, and those who still work 10 hours a day doing a job they hate, because I did that for a long time. I know how alluring the promise of bonus and money can be, and I worked in the City of London in financial services selling greed and fear. I used to sell investments and insurance, which is selling greed and fear. It's what you're doing. So I don't feel angry at people who don't understand me or who want to maintain the order of things, because it works very well for them, because they haven't yet discovered their inner higher self, and I hadn't. So we all need to wake up. For a much better example than I can explain it, I advise you all to watch the film The Lives of Others. It's a German film. In German it's Das Leben der Anderen, or in English The Lives of Others. So please watch that. It's about a Stasi agent who wakes up during the film and acts accordingly. I've been understanding unconditional love for a bit longer now, and I mentioned in the video I can only feel it fleetingly from time to time, but I can hold on to it for a lot longer now per day. And it's mostly when I'm walking around London that I feel it, when I'm listening to heartfelt music, when I'm thinking about the people I love, when I'm thinking about dedicating my life to helping and trying to make this world a better place. That's where I feel unconditional love. And there's so much beauty even in the horrible urban parts of London that I'm almost in tears. And I was walking on my lunch today in Islington in London, and I walked past an elderly lady. She could have been a widow, who knows, eating a sandwich by herself outside a council building, and we made eye contact, and I saw just how lonely and sad she was, and that's who we're all fighting for, you know? For the sad people, for the people who don't feel love every day, for the people who feel it's hopeless, for the people who do everything they can and yet things don't work out for them, because the system isn't designed to make things work out for good people, and this is mainly why I fight, because why aren't good people running this world? It's because the current system rewards greed, fear, selfishness, and psychopathy. It really does. So I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. I'm going to fight for the rest of my life. I'm going to change this, and I know we're going to win, and we already are winning. And for a much more eloquent expression of 100 signs that we are winning, please go to thecorbettreport.com, and it's maybe about 5 or 6 episodes ago. It's a podcast called 100 Signs We Are Winning. And I guess my sign to you, James Corbett, would be that Danny and I now, the police don't come near us when we go out in London. We have full reign of the city for free speech. We will see how it goes on this weekend when we go out again. But we're going to be doing this in Scotland. We're going to be doing this in Newcastle. We're going to go abroad and do this. The world is our oyster right now, and it's thanks to you guys donating that we can. So again, I'm just so humbled. I don't know what to say. But just like to say also a special thank you to Danny. He's not here obviously when I'm making this video. He's been a friend, an inspiration, and a brother in spirit to me. And he's another person why I'm fighting. You know, I'm fighting for him. I'm fighting for the help he's given me, and for the love he feels for you guys as well. And if anyone I've seen who has the ability to show love just by being there with his eyes, it's Danny. So again, thank you. I don't know what else to say. I'll do my best, and you know I'll do my best. I'm telling you I'll do my best. And namaste.